What's going on, guys? So overview of the meet that I did on the weekend. So it is Wednesday. Honestly, just been recovering. I did a light arm workout a couple days ago, just not doing anything heavy at all. I'm just trying to let my body recover. Honestly, felt pretty crappy a couple days after the meet. Glutes a little bit sore, but you know what? That is what it is. And I'm going to be taking the next couple of weeks pretty much off, and I'm not going to be doing any heavy lifting until the beginning of September. And we'll have something else coming up, but I'm going to talk about that in another video. So anyway, overview of the weekend. How did it go? So if you follow me on Instagram at Connor Myers Fitness, you've already seen all my lifts. And basically, it goes squat, bench, and deadlift for a powerlifting meet, and you have 3 attempts for each. So what I finished with is I did a 402.4 pound squat. On my second attempt, I missed 413. Kind of jumped the gun on that. I should have probably gone a little bit more conservative, like 407, considering the most I've ever done in the gym is 410. But anyway, learning experience. So locked in 402.4, which honestly I'm still happy with. Have 400 pound squat. My squats come a long way in the last little bit, and I'm happy with that. So I'm not overly disappointed with that. And then on to bench press. So bench press, open with 319, moved quite well. Actually hit my elbows on the safeties, but then did 436.4. Actually did it twice because I jumped the press command on my second attempt. So instead of going heavier and going for 345, I just did it again and locked it in, hit it, and it's actually a pause bench PR. I was kind of hoping 545 was in the tank. I think it might have been, but it's better to lock in your lift than to go heavier and potentially miss it. So that's just a learning experience. This is only second powerlifting meet I've ever done, and honestly, just got in the zone, didn't think it through, and you make mistakes. It's part of life. So anyway, overall though, 336 bench. I think that was the best bench in my weight class for 100 kilos. For under 100 kilos, and I only weighed in at 205. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. No complaints there at all. And my goal is to get my bench up a lot in the next few months. I'm going to really be focusing on my squat in the future. 450 squat is where I kind of need to be competitive in this weight class and to actually be winning. So that's what's holding me back is my squat. My bench press isn't. So anyway, overall, very happy with the bench press, honestly. Don't really have any complaints there at all. So on to the deadlift. Open with 500. Obviously moved pretty easily. All my openers are on my Instagram too, if you didn't see it. So that moved extremely well. And then I did a 545 deadlift, which was the longest rep. It felt absolutely insane. So I did pull it. Actually very happy with it. I got a nosebleed, glute hurts, everything, but did do it. 545 deadlift, kind of right where I expected to be. I pulled 555 in the gym once recently, but after a whole day of lifting, went with 545. Did it. Knew I wasn't getting it at my third attempt. I honestly should have just called it at that point and just said, screw it. There's my number. I'm done with it. But because it's the last lift of the day, why the heck wouldn't you try? So I went for 557. Didn't even move off the ground. So anyway, that is what it is. So overall, quite happy with the day. Kind of exactly where I expected to be, numbers-wise. Yes, there's always things you can change. You always look back and you're like, I could have done better. I could have gotten another probably 10 pounds combined on all of my lifts. But you know what? For where I am, that one isn't going to make me win. For that weight class, the guy that won just did an incredible job, pulled some massive PRs, and that is what it is. So I can't control what other people do. I hit the numbers I wanted to hit, locked that in for a meet, all-time meet PR. Obviously, I've only done 2 meets. I wasn't even prepped for my first one, so doing those in competition seals that, like, that's good. I'm happy with that. So I have some big goals coming for the fall. I have some big numbers I want to hit. I want to get a 450 squat. It's probably what I want to get to. 435 squat and comp is actually what I'm going to say. 355, maybe even 365 bench and comp, and definitely 575 deadlift. So those are the numbers I'm going to be working for in the future. Going to take the next couple of weeks completely off, going away. I'm just going to let my body recover. So yeah, overall, pretty good weekend. You guys already saw the lifts at the beginning of this video, so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy following along. Hopefully you guys want to see me follow along in a real prep. Haven't really been making that many YouTube videos on what's going on in my life lately, but we're gonna get back on program in September and start making consistent training videos again. And so like this video if that's something you guys want to see. Comment down below other things you want to see, and yeah, overall pretty successful meet, and looking forward to some bigger things coming in the future. So that being said, I appreciate all the support. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon.